What's up everybody? Before we get into this video, I wanted to tell you about this amazing opportunity. I'm partnered with Blofin. Blofin is also the main exchange I use. That's why I'm partnered with them. But right now, until the 2nd of June, we're running this amazing campaign where you can deposit funds to receive 15% cash back. And now please pause the video, watch the criteria as you can see right here. But in general, like this is real cash that you can use for futures trading, funding fees, transaction fees, but also more. And outside of that, Blofin, like I said, is an amazing exchange to use for trading. You can do spot on there as well, low fees, all the coins you want to trade. So use the link down in the description to sign up to get a 15% cash back until the 2nd of June. Now let's get into the video. What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, hope you're having a great start of this week, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. Relatively good start for Bitcoin, I would say a better start for Ethereum, but we'll talk about that in my Ethereum updates a little bit later this morning. But no, Bitcoin has been doing fine overnight. We had a bit of a pullback here during the Asian session. The Asian session in general has been relatively not bearish, but can I see that real quick, please? But it hasn't been necessarily bearish. But if you take a look at the Asian session, if I can find it, can I please? No, I will not be able to find it. But the Asian session over the last month has been relatively lacking behind, right? So we got a pullback into that, but the reaction, and this is still from my report this morning, but the reaction is quite good, right? Because we had that imbalance right here for Bitcoin, right here, together with the value area low, which is that blue line, and the 200 EMA, and we got a very strong reaction from there. I mean, we spiked down into that level, spiked down another time to test the buyer conviction. Buyer conviction was tested, and then from there we got back up to the POC right here and the 7-day rolling VWAP. And we also broke above that. Now, so purely technically, I'd say, you know, that's good price action. That's constructive price action. The one thing that I would say though is, you know, the volume under which all of that happened. Look, the spike down right here was with pretty high volume, right? So that's good, right? Because that means that quite a lot of buying volume came in from those lows. But ultimately, this bullish momentum and this move up was with relatively low volume. And it also means that I think when we're talking about our main resistance level, which is this main resistance level around 101, no, let's say 110,000, a little bit to the upside as well, but that's the general area. I would say that's unlikely to break, at least in the next 2-3 hours. And then when the New York opening opens again, or when the US market opens again today, which was closed yesterday, of course, then I do think we have a chance, all right? Because Tuesdays are normally pretty good for Bitcoin. If you take a look at the average return per day, Thursday is by far the best day, but Tuesday we on average see about a 1% move up as well. So I think we have a chance, but it all depends on the volume, right? It all depends on the volume, and it also to a lesser extent, well, to a lesser extent, I'm not certain, but also to a certain extent depends on the stock market. Now, at this point of time, stock market looks good. We have good data backing a move up higher, and we also still have a Coinbase Bitcoin premium right now, or do we? Yeah, we do. It was a bit of a guess, but normally we do. So that makes me say, you know, yes, I do think we have a realistic chance to break out. Like I said, the main level we would break out above. Let's be conservative and say 110,400. I think that's a possibility. However, seeing that as a possibility is only good for your mindset, right? So that means that you should be prepared for the breakout. But ultimately, if you want to trade the breakout, I would not buy right now. I would wait for the actual breakout to happen, at least on the 1 hour time frame, and then take the retest, right? Take the retest for a move into the previous all-time high right here at 112, and that's a decent trade. But look, the chances are definitely in favor of Bitcoin breaking out for all the reasons I've mentioned earlier, but it's always still better to actually wait for that. Because what could also happen before we have broken out is that we get a bearish stock market opening. Gold, for example, is still trading relatively high. And the volatility index, yes, has opened lower today, but it's still trading higher than last week, for example. So there are still reasons to be cautious, right? That's for certain. And therefore, look, do I think it's most likely Bitcoin is going to break out eventually? Yes. Do I think we have a chance today? Yes. But until we have broken out, we're within this range right here between 110,000 and 107,000. And I think it's most likely we will stay within that range. And that's what I think you need to know. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, well, I did my best. But if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the Telegram, in the Discord groups we have for free. So make sure to join those. Tag me in there if you do have any urgent questions. In there, I also share a lot of news regarding the channel, but also crypto news. So check it out. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.